Hello, beautiful souls, and welcome back to the channel. I'm glad to have you here. We are diving into a herb that's been used for centuries in traditional medicine, shepherd's purse. This herb has powerful benefits, especially for postpartum care and heavy menstrual bleeding. But here's the catch. You need to use it safely, and you need to know exactly how to incorporate it into your routine. Trust me, you don't want to miss out on this one. I'm going to share with you how I use shepherd's purse safely, the amazing benefits, and also some things that you need to watch out for, because while this herb is fantastic, it needs to be used with care. If you're looking to manage postpartum recovery, heavy periods, keep watching because you're about to learn a lot. So let's get started with the basics. What is shepherd's purse and how does it work? Shepherd's purse is a tiny plant with big healing power. It's been used in traditional herbal medicine for everything from stopping bleeding to supporting menstrual health. My apologies. Here's why it works. Shepherd's purse has estrogen properties, meaning it helps contract blood vessels and it stops excessive bleeding, which makes it perfect for heavy menstrual bleeding, postpartum recovery. But before you rush out to get some, let me explain how you should use it safely. Now, how do you use shepherd's purse the right way with the right dosage? This is where a lot of people get confused, and I don't want you to make the same mistakes that I did. So let's talk about the 3 ways that you can use it, starting with shepherd's purse tea. So if you want to use the tea, you steep 1 teaspoon, 5 grams of dried shepherd's purse leaves in 1 cup of hot water for about 5 to 10 minutes. I usually get mine organic from iHerb in bulk, linked in the description box below. And then you drink 1 to 2 cups a day during your period, or if you're experiencing postpartum bleeding. It's the other way to take it is in a tincture form. So this is if you prefer tinctures, you start with about 10 to 15 drops in a small glass of water 2 to 3 times a day. And this is more of a concentrated form. So it's important not to overdo it. Start low and increase gradually if needed. Best to opt for a alcohol-free tincture if possible. Way number 3 is through capsules. So you can find shepherd's purse capsules. They typically range from 500 to 1000 milligrams. So follow the instructions on the bottle. Consult your herbalist for a personalized dosage as well. Trust me, if you're dealing with heavy periods, postpartum recovery, you might be missing out if you haven't tried shepherd's purse. And this is only sharing my personal experience as well. It's one of the most effective natural remedies, stopping excessive bleeding, and it works really fast as well. So let's talk a little bit about the benefits and why you should care about it. There are top benefits that make it a must-have herb for women's health. Benefit number 1, it stops excessive bleeding. So as I mentioned, shepherd's purse has a natural estrogen property, which helps to reduce heavy bleeding, tighten blood vessels. This is especially useful for heavy menstrual bleeding or postpartum bleeding after childbirth. Number 2, postpartum recovery, because after childbirth, women often experience increased bleeding, and shepherd's purse helps to stop that excessive postpartum bleeding and supports the healing process, which is critical during those first few weeks. Now notice, only use it for excessive postpartum bleeding as well, because it's normal to bleed for the first 2 to 3, maybe 4 weeks after postpartum. But when it's excessive, you really need to get checked by a doctor. Number 3, regular menstrual flow. So if you're experiencing irregular periods or heavy cycles, shepherd's purse have been used to regulate the flow and ease menstrual cramps by toning the uterus. And number 4, it helps with uterine health, because this herb is also known to support uterine health by promoting contractions in the uterus, making it easier to return to its pre-pregnancy size after childbirth. So here's my experience with shepherd's purse, how I used it. And after I had my last baby, I was experiencing a lot of postpartum bleeding that didn't seem to stop. Sorry, TMI. I knew about shepherd's purse from my herbal studies, but I was a little bit cautious here and there. And after talking to my herbalist teacher, I decided to give it a try. I started drinking about 1 cup of shepherd's purse tea and every day. And then after a few days, I noticed a huge difference. My bleeding slowed down and I felt more balanced. physically and emotionally. I was amazed at how quickly it worked for me.
Also, decided Sarita is a partner and I heard we were collaborate as well. So there are all the border rags I discussion comes to constitutions shares first. I very decisive one story stories the use was shows how sense out me is amazing start stopping then the running door is the user. But how that's the house for self vessels are too much climate collisions issues. Also the resist SS he misinterpretation vision on a crown and a quarter spell low stars it breaks like it's always all over times I move any the numbers. History is big logs and rest orders are breastfeeded or usually just a day how they have five but these in Jesus burst the character. Super dilemma. To what reason because all this time around start by speed less but there's a awareness about also in for like the second cultural no even that first trimester silence love will more use the second thing in the desert. So for you and using during say also again together because we hands to be joy you drop and pass to don't more taste it's just fixed for another worth etc trapping for cherry spurs tested tantra remedy for head you need to remove the parts of palm recovery some of effectivity make a made the word is very dry struggle excessive meeting after birth but you will drink during the period please you just push social studies down so it's also your body powers pure. Jag tycker jag subscribe till henne med definition to sen don't be so sound on retro resistance as well. If Pandro but more know if you're happy boost your response pay have no height on any other helps test follows a whole of vertical or mixed of still help but others are out there not or by here but your name is busy little trying man has been seen in the bye bye.